Hello. Long time no see. It's been a busy couple of months here for me and my team. And I'm excited to jump back on live. So before we dive in, I want to know if you can hear me. That's always kind of important. So if you're on live, definitely let me know in the comments if you can hear me, and hopefully you can. Hopefully there's no issues there, and we'll get to it. All right. I'm so excited today here in the Western New York area in Buffalo. It's gonna get up to 50 degrees for the first time in what feels like months. We've been really having a what I call a legit winter. We've been really having a lot of snow, a lot of more snow, and a lot of cold weather, a lot of below freezing, days on end below freezing. So today it is cloudy, a little bit of sunshine coming through, but it's gonna be 50 degrees. We've already gone out on a walk today, and I'll probably squeeze another one in later. But yeah, if you guys are joining live, let me know in the comments that you can hear me. I don't want to keep talking to myself if you can't hear me. I never trust these little AirPods will work. So, hi Carrie, good. I'm glad you can hear me. Good morning, good afternoon if you're watching the replay. Got my coffee and my mug of coffee and cup of water. These are super cute. This is actually one of my favorite brands to follow. I only follow about 2-3 brands on a regular basis. But this company that made this adorable cup makes lots and lots of adorable stuff, bags, office supplies, all that good stuff. It's called Talking Out of Turn, and it is what I'll call cheeky. They've got some cute stuff, a little bit silly out there stuff, and I really love the brand, and it's just fun. Right now we just need some more fun in our lives. So definitely recommend checking it out. I've got one of their bags. I've got several of their things here and there. It was on my Christmas list for Santa. So awesome. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Good. Welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. We're going to have fun this morning on this live. First time catching me live. Yay. Welcome, Aiden. We have so much good stuff to talk about today. I just feel like this is really going to come from the heart. Even though I have a team that runs a lot of the business now, I hear everything. I know everything that's going on. I know what you guys are talking about to them. And I know your fears and your goals and all of that. I have very close tabs on those conversations. So I get to still understand what you guys are going through on a daily basis. Hi, Katie from Vermont. Awesome. I have a really awesome client that's in Vermont that we've worked with really closely over the years. So you probably know her. Welcome. So for those of you that are just joining in live, let's see, Aiden says, Pennsylvania. Already setting aside money to join the program. I really want to make this dream a reality. Oh, that's the way to go. I have had people pull things out of the woodworks to join this program. People have taken out, obviously, loans, credit cards, but they also have gone out to get grants. They have, asked family members. You never know. Where there's a will, there's a way to make it happen, right? That's what I believe. So I'm excited to have you join. That's really... when people do that, it's a really good sign that they're going to be successful, right? They're going to commit to the process, and they're going to go all in on their dream and make it happen. So that's a really good sign for you. Hi, Kaylee from Montana. Oh, I love Montana. I went there once when I was 7 weeks pregnant. And that was a lot of car riding, but absolutely beautiful, beautiful area. So I can't wait to go back and have some adventures there. I want to go to Yellowstone eventually. But anyways, that's a whole other story. For those of you that are joining live, welcome. My name is Ines McNeil. I'm the founder of The Modern Dog Trainer, and today I'm going to kind of go over, why I got that started. I'm going to show you guys my office too. I've been in this new house for about 6 months, actually more like 10 months. It was June when we moved in, and now it's February, so however many months that is. And yeah, so I haven't even showed you guys the new office, but we did a photo shoot, so you're going to see it a little bit more, and I thought I'd give you guys a little live tour. And then we're going to dive into it started out with 5 limiting beliefs. It's now up to 7 limiting beliefs that I see my students kind of holding on to or thinking or like assuming. And I'm like, no, it does not have to be like that. So it's going to help you kind of break through some thought patterns that you might be holding on to. That are actually holding you back more so than just not knowing what to do. So I'm excited to dive into those. First, about me. My name is Ines McNeil. I'm the founder of The Modern Dog Trainer, and it really started out as a way to kind of lift up really like amazing trainers. Growing up learning how to be a dog trainer myself, I came across a lot of mentors, a lot of people that I looked up to. And the one thing I could see that I was really not okay with was that they were really not making enough money. They were, giving it their all, sacrificing health, sacrificing their own dreams, their own quality of life, time with their own family, to give their all to their clients and help save dogs. And my belief is that it doesn't have to be like that. We can think of different ways to go about it. We can think bigger picture, get out of the weeds, and really make an impact, not just on individual families, but really in their communities. And my goal is in the whole industry and, move the industry forward. So what I am here to do is help really talented trainers, trainers that are committed to the ethical treatment and training of dogs, that are based in, science-based methodology, positive reinforcement-based methodology, achieve success, their own level of success, whatever that looks like for them, whether that's, a lot more money or moving to like your dream home or having time in the middle of the day to go walk your own dogs and really enjoy your quality of life. Aiden, I love it. This makes me so happy. All that good stuff, right? Like that is all so important. And, there's a reason that burnout is such an issue in this industry. And it's because we get into it for the dogs, right? We love the dogs, of course. Like that's a given. Everybody in this industry loves dogs or they wouldn't be doing it. And so we have a hard time figuring out how to make a decent living. Don't worry, the others will catch the replay. You are worth having a great life yourself, for the work that you're doing in helping, the lives around your community, around the world. You're worth having like a good quality of life yourself. So that's what I'm here for. I was just getting clear recently on like what is the mission and the vision of this company, and it's really not evolved too much. Basically, the mission is that, we're really able to help great people in this industry make good money and, live out their actual dream lives. And in that, as a result of that, actually be able to help more dogs and stay in it longer and have a bigger reach because they're working smarter, not harder, right? And then the vision that I have is that everybody gets to make more money by doing more of what they love, right? That they know how to do that. They know how to serve their clients in a way that really resonates with them, and that the clients are thrilled and happy to pay them more money, right? So I'm here to give you guys the tools and the equipment to do that. But before we move on to those limiting beliefs, I'm going to show you my office. We have a little guest over here. Let's see if I can undo it from the stand. Hopefully it's not too shaky. First of all, I've got these 2 paintings. Or they were digital drawings and from somebody in the audience, which I can probably link to if you want her info. But this is my dog Loker. He's kind of the one that started it all. He passed away in April or May of last year. and we got him many years ago. He's my crossover trainer dog. So he helped me cross over from punishment-based, dominance-based training into positive reinforcement-based training, because despite, having grown up at the shelter myself, and actually he did too, I had yet to come across a dog that kind of training didn't work. And of course I adopt the one dog that actually got worse as a result of that kind of like forceful training. So he started my journey of learning how to be a better trainer, and he led me to meet some incredible mentors, and he traveled across the country with me to seminars. He met and worked with people like Suzanne Cloutier and Shade Witzel, and so many other amazing trainers. So he's kind of what a lot of people call a heart dog. And then over here I have Clark, the corgi. I don't know if he's around here somewhere, or he might be outside. But I adopted, they're all adopted, right? You can't have dogs. But he came to me when he was 12 weeks old, and his mom is like a service dog. His dad was a show dog and a service dog. So really amazing quality dog right there. That is basically just a huge clown and just lives to work. He would be happy if I just stood around and told him what to do all day. So he's hilarious. And then over here we have our newest addition, Mr. Kiwi. We named him Kiwi because, yes, he has green eyes, but also when my daughter says kitty cat, it sounds like Kiwi cat. Oh, there's Clark. You were right here the whole time, silly. And so he likes to lay around on his favorite chair here, which is the dog chair from Raymore and Flanagan. We have this chair, but ironically the cat loves to lay on it. So that cracks me up. All right, so those are kind of the decorations. Over here I've got a little plant in the corner. Some cute little quote sayings, my French doors, which I love. When we were building this house, I was like, I have to have like the classic French doors, white office, white French doors. That was kind of the look I really wanted to have. And they're great up until my 2-year-old comes up and stares at me through the window with really sad eyes, telling me to come and stop working. And then I have my desk here. And this really awesome light fixture was really cool. I wanted to have something that was kind of a statement piece above my desk to kind of inspire, leadership and coolness and excitement to really be in my office, right? And then I have this little shelf with more plants and some things that I value, like a picture of my daughter and my husband, and the shredder in the corner, and then my little whiteboard. And I have 2 pictures of the world map in my house because, I don't know, I love the world. I am actually French originally, so having, awareness of different cultures and traveling, I love traveling and all of that. So those things are really important to me. So I love having a world map, and I want my daughter to really understand geography and where everybody is in the world. That was always a fun topic for me. What else? That's pretty much it. That's the office tour, right? Let me know if you guys have like a dream office idea. Like what does your dream office look like? I'd be curious to know. Or do you even want an office? Because, if you're out in the field all the time, you really don't need an office. And you can really like run your business practically through your phone these days. So that's really, really cool. Awesome. I'd be curious to know. What do you want in your dream office? What does that look like for you? One of my favorite things I had gotten many years ago before we even got into this house was this little plaque. So yes, I work from home. Nobody else is here to see it, but it kind of helps me get into that mindset every day of like, when I show up to my desk, this is who I'm showing up to be. This is who I am to other people. And, this is how I need to really show up for them and, make sure that I'm thinking the right things and really setting that mindset really intentionally from the get-go. So Aiden says, finally getting the office pieces together as a software developer too. Too much tech. Yeah. My husband actually, he streams on Twitch, and he has a massive amount of computers and screens and TVs and microphones and even like a keyboard, because he likes to do like music theory on music in video games and things like that. So it's really fascinating to see all of that come together. He literally works on 2 computers every day simultaneously. So that's really impressive. So you would love to have a facility of your own one day, somewhere to gather people for good vibes post-pandemic. I feel like this is really hitting home with a lot of people right now. And, you know, having a physical space where you can actually meet with people and, you know, connect on a personal level is really top of mind for not only trainers, but a lot of clients are seeking that kind of community as well. You guys like this little mug? It's so cute. Okay. So excited to have you guys. So we're going to dive into now those limiting beliefs that usually can hold you back a lot. So I'm just going to dive in if you guys are ready. First is, I often see a lot of trainers believing that their work is not valuable. And by that, I mean that you don't see the like actual impact that you're having on somebody's lives, that you kind of take your expertise for granted because it's just so common sense to you that you don't really think people would actually pay more or pay to work with you at like a bigger scale. And I see this so often, and it holds people back from really like promoting themselves, being really visible about how amazing they are. Yeah, Aiden, buckle up. Here we go. Right? So it's so common sense stuff to you, even when it comes to like how to potty train a dog or how to walk a dog. Like these things are so common sense to trainers. They don't actually understand or realize just how valuable that skill set is to somebody that doesn't have it, right? So, you know, that prevents you from being visible, from like bragging about how smart you are, or bragging about your success stories or your own successes with your own dog, because you're just like, well, like, of course I should be able to do this. Like, that's easy. But people really don't realize or don't see how to do that, right? So it's so common sense to you, but your ideal clients have no idea how to even start. You know, a lot of them like don't even know how to clip a dog's nails, right? So think about that. So you just don't realize maybe just how valuable your work is. So you're less visible. You're not pricing yourself as high as you could, so you're missing out on income despite being there and changing people's lives every day. What else? You don't take yourself seriously, so you don't show up as like a business owner that's really there to change lives every day, and do everything you can to do that and do it really intentionally. You kind of just go with the flow instead of really taking yourself as seriously. So there's so many ways that can kind of impact you if you don't have the right belief from the get-go. Okay, limiting belief number 2 is that you can't make a significant income or living as a trainer. Obviously a lot of my students have proved this wrong. And I'm constantly helping people, you know, have more efficient businesses if they do have a successful business already. But I think that the general thought pattern in the industry is that you have to work hard, like really hard, in order to make a legitimate income in this industry. And if you were here at the beginning of this live, you know that's just not how I roll. That's just not how it has to be. There are things you can do when you're, you know, building your business and designing your business to make it make sense for you and the lifestyle that you want to have. But you have to be intentional about it from the beginning, and that includes, you know, knowing how you want to work, where you want to work, how you're going to price yourself, who you're going to be helping, and how, you know, your work is going to impact them, and all that good stuff, right? So there's a lot of questions or things that you don't really think about as you're getting started, because that's just not how the industry is set up. And traditionally, you know, you kind of just do, when you're first getting started, you kind of just do what everybody else is doing. But all that does is create more of what's always been, right? So what I really love to do is just help people give themselves permission to want what they want and design a business that actually makes sense for them, rather than, you know, what their mentor did or what everybody else in the community is offering in the same way that everybody is offering it, right? So give yourself permission to run your business in the way that you want to run it and design it how you want to design it, and that you don't have to copy what anybody else out there is doing for your own business. I feel like if I had heard that when I was first getting started, that would have been really helpful. Need some more water. Welcome, guys, if you're joining. Okay, number 3 is that it takes years to get to a significant income as a trainer. No, it doesn't. We are constantly helping people reach their monetary goals in like 90 days. It does not take long. Hi, Gwen. Thanks for hopping on. Yes, it's so freeing to be yourself. That's what matters the most, really, and it helps attract people that really resonate with you. But anyways, it does not have to take years. It does not have to take months to actually get to your ideal income. It really just takes strategy and working on those needle moving activities that are not your website, that are not getting another certification. Those things are not going to drive clients to you, actually. I've never seen it happen. So, and I've been doing this for many years. So a website is all fine and dandy, but if nobody knows that website exists, then it's not going to get you any clients. And then certifications are great, but if you haven't noticed yet, the like average dog owner has no idea what certifications are even out there for trainers. And so that should not be an obstacle to you starting to get clients. It definitely is a sign that you are a great trainer, that you really value education and science-based training. But it's what we call here at the Modern Dog Trainer a productive way to procrastinate from doing the scary stuff, like putting yourself out there and saying, I'm open for clients, come and book me, right? You didn't. Yeah, we kill that productive procrastination here and help you work on those needle moving activities that actually, even though they may be simple, they're scary, and so your subconscious mind really tries to just avoid that and ignore it and pretend like you don't actually have to do those things. Okay, limiting belief number 4 is that no one will ever want to pay more for dog training than they already are or have locally. This is just so not true. So even if your mentor is still charging the same prices that they charged 10 years ago, just know that there are incredible dog owners out there that really want your help. They want a premium experience. They want to work with the best, and they're willing to pay for it, right? They're willing to want to, put forth the investment that it takes to work with the best, right? So keep in mind that you are not your ideal client. Unless you're going out there looking for a trainer to help you with your dog, you are not your own ideal client, right? Like, this training content is so common sense to you. You can do it in your sleep, right? Well, the people that need you actually have no idea where to start. And so you're not a good judge of how valuable your work is with them. There are potentially, maybe you're thinking that there are things that you need to have in place in order to charge more. Gwen, I know. So what are you telling yourself that you need to do before you can start taking clients or before you can raise your prices? Those are just myths. Those are just things you're telling yourself so you don't have to do big, scary work. There is nothing that you have to do. It's your business. There's just nothing that you have to do before you can do anything. You can just give yourself permission to just move forward how things are as they are right now, and then you will make adjustments along the way. So Gwen says that those kind of people make the best clients, and yes, they're so much fun. Yes, and those are the kind of people that you want to attract to your business in the first place, right? They're willing and able and like happy to pay you what you're asking. And not only does that make, for a good customer, because obviously they're going to do what you tell them to because they have some skin in the game and they value what you're having to say, but they also are going to be the type of person that's going to buy from you over and over the years, right? If they get another dog, they're going to come back for more work with you. Maybe they come back to do some more classes. So really making sure that you're intentionally attracting the right people is so important for your long-term sustainability. And then on that fourth point, what I like to kind of call out is that low prices or not raising your prices as much as you could is actually a decision that's based in fear. It's kind of a cop-out, because if you raise your prices, that means that you have to have some stuff in place, right? You have to know how to articulate your value. You have to know how to sell. You have to know who you're selling to. All of those kind of CEO level decisions or decisions have to be in place. Whereas if you keep your prices low, then you don't necessarily have to do all that. You're just not attracting the right, clientele that's going to make you happy over the years. You're making it easier on yourself in the short term, but in the long term, you're kind of setting yourself up for burnout, because the people that only care about price and just want to go to the cheapest person on the block are not going to be the best clients. They're not going to get the best results because they're not going to have enough skin in the game to actually do the work they need to do with their dogs. So their compliance is going to be low, and you're just not going to make any money, and you're going to struggle as a result of that, right? Awesome. Yeah, Gwen says ideal clients are engaged, they do the homework, and they always want more, right? Once they get into it and they see how amazing it is to work with a great trainer that really values their success and puts, all in, themselves all in, then they're going to want more. Gwen, I love it. So Gwen's saying it is so worth the investment. You will likely get your tuition fee back fairly quickly. I got mine back by the third month, and I had to pay 30% more because of the conversion on the dollar. Yes, Gwen is in Canada, so she had to pay Canadian price. So if you don't have like a by country price, which I've been asked about before. Everybody pays the same price for our programs, no matter where you are. We have lots of payment plan options and all that good stuff. All right, I gotta keep going because we have some stuff to get to, and I have a call in about 15 minutes. Okay, so limiting belief number 5 is that your clients don't want or can't work with you in an ongoing manner. This is something that I had the belief of when I was first getting started. I was like, okay, I'm gonna offer a little package. We're gonna do 3 or 5 sessions, and then we're gonna be done. And then I was like too scared to like talk to them again. It just was on to like the next client. And the reality is that really great dog owners are really going to build a relationship with you. They are going to value having you a part of their life. They're going to value having you come back. Again, they're going to recommend you to people in their communities. And so they really, they do want to hear from you. I promise. You're changing their lives for the better, and I promise that they want to hear from you. Number 6 is clients don't want to talk to you. Oh, well, that was number 7. Or sorry, number 5. Your competition is the enemy. This I strongly don't really believe in. In case you haven't noticed, I think half the population has dogs. So I think there's plenty of clients to go around. And the reality is that, if somebody resonates with what you're saying and they want to work with you, it does not only come down to price, it comes down to what you're putting out there, your success stories, all that good stuff. So just because somebody else, your competition might be charging less, it doesn't mean that somebody would rather work with them, right? There's a lot of other things that go into that buying decision that are less to do with price and more to be with, who you are, whether or not they really connect with you on a personal level, if they see you as somebody that they are comfortable bringing into their homes to tell them how to live, right? So there's a lot of trainers out there that are not people. And so if you are able to, emotionally connect with your clients and give them that feeling of safety and comfort and trust and understanding, that's going to set you apart, right? Beyond your price point, beyond your training skills. Like there's a lot of other things that matter in that training experience. People have preferences over, personalities and all that stuff. So, of course, everybody's got different specialties. Yep, Gordon, I was about to dive into it. So, you may offer different programs. You may offer different ways to go about training than everybody else, right? So, to be worried about what your competition is doing means you're wasting, in my opinion, time and energy and brain cells on that instead of thinking about what your ideal client actually wants out of training, right? That is much more valuable to spend time thinking about and researching than looking at whatever your competition is doing, because there's plenty to go around. Nice. Gwen, I love it. Yes, trust me, you will stand out. Even though we have people like in similar locations, working with similar like dogs, there's always something that's going to set you apart from others. So that is never a concern. Everybody's going to go about offering things differently. Everybody's got different preferences. Some people like offering group classes. Some people prefer private lessons or day training and board and trains. And there's so many different things you can offer that no two people are going to offer the exact same thing to the exact same people in the exact same way with the exact same personalities at the exact same price point. There's too many variables at play to really make that a concern. So keep that in mind. All right. So I'll tell you guys a little bit of a story, and I'm self-admittedly not the best storyteller. I'm much a better writer than I am a story speaker. But yesterday, this is like a fresh story. We're having a team meeting. And my coaches in my training programs are people that have gone through my programs. They have applied the curriculum and seen great success. And one of the women yesterday told me that not only did I teach her how to run a dog training business, that's kind of the point, but that I saved her, that I gave her the skills to find financial sustainability, financial success for the rest of her life, really, is what it came down to it. She's never going to have to worry about working at low-end jobs. She's never going to have to wonder, if, she's going to pay the bills next month. So I was able to, through the work and things that we did together, through the curriculum, through the coaching and support, she now feels that she's going to be able to take care of herself for the rest of her life. And we had a little crying moment. It was really an amazing story, and it's so good for me to hear those things, because that's exactly why I do what I do, right? Yes, the dogs benefit from you guys being successful, but also you guys benefit from being successful, right? And so being able to help people find their own best way to run their own business is what I'm here to do. That's what I've always done. For as long as I can remember, I've always been helping people figure out what they truly want to do for themselves, no matter what anybody else thought, no matter what other, obstacles were in their way. It's always been like, okay, well, what do you actually want? And then let's make a plan for you to get there. So that's what we do. And so it's really great to hear those stories. Yeah, Gwen is an amazing student I had in my Chief Executive Trainer program. She saw massive success, but hadn't taken a vacation in 14 years. So we made sure that happened. And yeah, she almost dropped out of the industry until she joined my program. So I'm super, super happy we were able to turn that around for you. You're able to find work-life balance and make more money and work with better clients. All the best stuff that came of it. So let me know what, like, how would that impact your life if you knew exactly what to do when you woke up in the morning to get new clients, if you worked with the best clients and they paid you more than you ever thought you could charge. If you could work part-time and make 6 figures, if you knew exactly what to do for your marketing, yeah, how would that, impact your life? And where would you go? What kind of dream home would you want to move into? Aiden, your ADHD brain would be so happy. And by the way, we have a special, I have a guest speaker that did a training on business owners that have ADHD and what they can do to set themselves up for success. So that's part of one of the bonuses we include if it obviously applies to you. So, Gwen, it's okay. I'm so proud of you. That's incredible. Yeah, so if you can think of it, we've probably created a training on it, or you bet I will make one. I love new ideas and what else you guys need to know and what other trainings I can toss in there. Scott says, hoping to open a facility at some point, basic through CGC. Awesome. Yeah. Very, very cool. A lot of people are really wanting to open up facilities. Yeah. Yeah, Aiden, I don't know if you've seen my posts or my emails this week, but we are running a special promotion I'm actually going to dive into in a second. Let me make sure I've covered everything. Yeah, let's just dive into it because I've got 7 minutes until my next call. So this week, when you fill out the application that we have for our programs, which basically just allows us to understand where you're at and then kind of let you know which program you qualify for, because we always want to make sure we're able to help you before you dive in and that you're at the right level and you're able to implement and see the most that you can out of the program. So that's why we have the application in our kind of onboarding process, right? And then what we're offering this week when you fill out the application and get started before Monday is a special little jumpstart huddle with me. We'll be doing like a live Zoom meeting because obviously we can't meet in person, but it'll be like a one-time thing. We're really going to dive into things that are not necessarily in the normal curriculum. We're going to dive into, things that I do to set myself up for success that you could apply as well. Talk about what your 90-day goals are that you want to, get to with the help of our programs. We're going to dive into maybe like myths and like beliefs that might be stopping you from reaching those goals in the next 90 days. Talk about any obstacles that are in your way and figure out how to overcome them. All that good stuff. So it's really going to be a really exciting, like fun, high energy little jumpstart huddle to get you really hitting the ground running. And this applies to anybody joining either one of my programs. I've got the Academy that if you want to get to 6 figures in a sustainable way, that's the one for you. If you're already at 6 figures and you need to find some sustainability and some more profitability and more efficient team members and all that good stuff, then we have the Chief Executive Trainer program. So what I'm going to do in a second here is put in the application in the comments that you'll want to fill out, and then my team will be in touch and start that conversation with you about which one might be a better fit, how we can help you, talk about where you're at in your business to see if we can help, and all that good stuff. And another reason we vet our students is because there is a certain level of community, and we want to make sure we're bringing in the right people that are going to keep that community safe and comfy and cozy and supportive, and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in working with us, people that apply this week and join before Monday, either on Monday or before Monday, will get access to this one-time Jumpstart huddle. Okay, and it's gonna be so much fun. Might have, I haven't scheduled it yet. Either we'll be having coffee or we'll be having wine. We'll see which one feels good to us. And it'll be a fun little time to really get to know you, talk about what your goals are, and get everything out of the way to get you there quick. All right, let me copy the application here in the comments, and then I have to hop off for a special secret call. But I hope to see your application come through. I look at all the applications. I talk to my team about, all of the applicants and where they're at and answer their questions. And so like I said earlier, I know everything that's going on, all those conversations you're having with them, I know about. And so they're just kind of an extension of me, and they help me get more done. All right, I'm going to hop off. I've got to get going. Let me know if you have any questions about the Jumpstart Huddle, my programs, me, anything. I'm an open book. So I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye.